drinks, like the cappuccinos, the lattes, the macchiatos, things like that, then this is the machine for them. And just so you know, the machine alone should value at $245. All right, but we're also going to include the coffees for you and the espressos for you, and we're going to include the turnstile for you, and all that not for $245 or even more and more and more. How about $149.76 or 6 monthly payments of $24.96?
Amazing.
Okay, so Melissa Epps, welcome,
Yes,
welcome.
welcome. Look what I have made for you, just the touch of a button.
Look at this.
Isn't that amazing? So we are so excited to bring this to you today. Now, I can't think of any better time of year than the holidays to introduce really our top of the line. It's our gourmet beverage maker. It's everything you know about Keurig, the simplicity, the ease of use, the wonderful variety, but then we've taken it up a step. It's all about gourmet beverages, espressos, authentic espressos, cappuccinos, and lattes. So now you're able to use authentic espresso from the #1 espresso in the entire world, which is Lavazza. Wonderful, authentic Italian espressos over a century of experience, blended with the ability to use fresh milk, so you can whip it, you can make that wonderful froth, you can steam it, you can heat it, so you can provide these wonderful, authentic coffeehouse beverages at the touch of a button.
And that's the whole thing, is that most people will go somewhere, go through a drive-through, or have to get out of the car park and come in and be able to get that drink that maybe they pay $4, $5, $6, $7 a day for, or however often they have it here. And the fact is now you can make it at home. Let's go back through the what you get exactly, because you get so much really for the price. Because like I said, the unit alone should price at $245.
Amazing. That's absolutely fantastic. So you'll get the unit, which we absolutely love, and it's our top of the line, espresso and cappuccino latte maker. It's just fantastic. You will also get right here, you'll get this little carousel that is specifically made for our Rivo packs, which come with the brewer today, which is just fantastic. Now you will also get 30 of our Rivo packs. Now, again, these are all Lavazza, so they're wonderful. It's over a century of Italian roasting experience, just fantastic. And look at this. You can see we've got the Classico, which is our wonderful classic roast. That's a wonderful medium roast. Then we've got our Delicato, which is, again, our medium roast, more of a delicate mix. Then we have our Intenso, which is more of our dark roast, more of our dark espresso. And then for you decaf lovers, we haven't forgotten about you. There's also the decaf option as well. And it's just fantastic. You also see down here, we also have an additional box of the Espresso Classic of the medium roast. So we really tried to have everything that you could get right out of the gate, so you're ready to go when you go to open up this box, whether you're opening it up for yourself to use at the holidays for entertaining purposes, or if you're gifting this wonderful Rivo brewer.
Right. Yeah. And the thing is maybe you leave this out all the time, and you instead of spending all that extra money, you're doing it at home, or maybe you bring this out when you do entertain.
Such a good point.
And really make it extra special. I want to show you one more thing before we head over there, and that is that this book comes with it. It's a great booklet that says welcome, and there's all kinds of great recipes in here. You've got the espresso campana.
Yeah.
Is that how you say it?
Yeah,
Campana?
and they're actually
all
down here.
Okay, let's go take a peek down there. But all of the recipes are in here,
which is just fantastic. So in our recipe guide, it comes with an actual recipe guide that's going to walk you through step by step how to make some of these gourmet beverages. We have some of them laid out for you right here. An espresso Viennese, how fantastic. We also have our latte. Look how scrumptious and delicious that looks. The iced cappuccino. Look at that fresh froth milk on top. The cappuccino down there.
They have to come up for a second. Did you see that cappuccino? Here it is. The froth is up here. Guys, because you can do cold as well as hot.
You can do iced froth as well, which is just fantastic.
So that's what we were talking about there. Okay.
Then next to that, we have the wonderful cappuccino that you can see. And let me just point out, do you see the little layer that's in between the espresso and then the milk on top, Mary Beth?
Yeah.
That's the crema, and that's how you can really treat it. It is a gourmet, wonderful, wonderful, wonderful espresso experience. Then you can also see in front of there's a caramel macchiato. How wonderful. You don't have to walk into that coffee house and wait in line and not know how to pronounce all these names when you're placing your order. And you can see right up top, there's that little shot of espresso right there in that little Lavazza little shot glass, because you can just do a shot. You can just do 1.4 ounces if you just enjoy your espresso experience.
So here's the thing. It's Keurig. Keurig is the #1 coffee maker in the country, if not in the world. And the fact is they make it so easy to use. So we're going to show you exactly how to do it. I just want to remind everybody that this comes down to 6 monthly payments with a credit card of less than $25 a month to be able to own this. Imagine if you say to your husband or your wife and you say, you know what, honey, let's just treat ourselves to this for the holidays. And that's our gift to each other. Why not, do that for each other.
And what a fantastic gift. Now you will see, you'll notice on this unit, a lot of times you'll see these gourmet espresso and cappuccino and latte makers out at retail. And oftentimes you're buying what you think is one unit, but it's actually two separate units. There's one that will make the espresso, and then there's a separate one to froth the milk. Rivo is one of a kind where on the unit there's both opportunities to do both. You actually can froth your milk in this wonderful frothing pitcher, and you can notice it's fresh milk. Whatever type of milk that you want to use to make your beverages, to personalize it to yourself. If you have milk allergies, if you like to have soy, if you like to use skim milk, if you want to use 2%, if you want to use almond milk, whatever you choose to put inside this frothing pitcher, you are able to do. And inside here you can see it's actually whipping and it's steaming the milk, it's frothing the milk. The brewer is doing what you tell it to do. I told it to brew a cappuccino froth, which is more froth milk and less of the steamed milk. Now, if I wanted to do a latte option, it would be less of the froth milk and more of the steamed milk. So again, it's going to personalize it, and you also have the opportunity to do the iced milk as well.
And you can see right here, all the instructions are right up here on the top. Now, it just beeped. So what does that mean?
It's telling me, okay, it's done. And then you're ready to do the very next step. And I actually have this guy notched in there very well. You can see right here, look at that little stainless steel construction. And it whipped it so perfectly, heated it so perfectly. And again, this is fresh, authentic milk. So I'm just going to go ahead, I'm going to pour that into my glass. And then here comes the fun. Now I'm going to take my freshly frothed milk. I'm going to place it right here on my drip tray. And then we're ready for our second step.
Now watch this. It's just as easy as any other Keurig has been.
What do you feel like flavoring or smelling?
Whatever
there?
you decide.
How about we'll do the Classico right here. So then we're going to take our Rivo pack, and again, it's all the simplicity of Keurig that you know and love and trust. I'm going to close the top right here, and then down here it's going to ask you, do you want to do a short espresso or a longo espresso? Now the short is the 1.4. How about we do the short? And then the longo is the 2.4. So it's just fantastic. It's going to deliver that perfect espresso. It's going to be heated the perfect amount, and there we go. And this is where all of the magic happens. You have that gourmet beverage, and just look at how beautiful that is. Look at that espresso just making its way through that freshly whipped frothed milk. It's just fantastic. And again, you can see that perfect layer of the crema right at the top when it's complete to really show that it is that perfect quality, that gourmet Italian espresso. So you know that you're getting an authentic beverage.
You can have it whenever you want, however you want. That's the beauty of owning it in your own home. You know, not that you shouldn't go to those other places. Hey, we all go to those other places at different times. But the fact is that it's not always convenient. It actually, the money starts to add up pretty darn fast when you're talking about going to those, you know, coffee houses every day or every other day or 3 times in a day or whatever it is.
Oh my goodness,
and so look at this. Now you added chocolate.
I did, and again, you can personalize it. There's so many fun things you can do. You can add a little bit of, you know, vanilla flavoring into it. You can add some chocolate flavoring into it to really make it your own. Maybe you want a chocolate latte, or you want a mocha latte, or some of these fun drinks that you'll see laid out in the recipe guide, so that you're not overwhelmed, because it can be a little bit of an overwhelming experience. How to make, you know, what you perceive as a really high-end, high-quality, complex beverage. I mean, there's so many cappuccino and latte makers, Mary Beth, that are in your home that you have available for purchase that are thousands and thousands of dollars. Take up a lot of space. They're loud, they're noisy, and they're complex to use. With Keurig, we've made it so simple.
So simple. Here's the unit itself. Like she said, it's all in one. By the way, it's not using powdered milk. It's using real milk. And you can take the milk right out of your refrigerator, put it in there. We recommend that you use low-fat milk. It actually gets the best froth on it. But the thing is the unit alone should really cost you about $245. Well, not only do we give you the unit, we're giving you the extra little carousel to hold all your Rivo cups. We actually give you up to 30 Rivo cups because you've got several in here, and you're going to get what we call the variety pack right there. We've got 4 different varieties, and that includes the decaf, the intenso, the delicato, the classico, and don't forget too that all of this is coming at a QVC price. We're going to show you the value. So like I said, $245 for the unit itself, and then another $14 for the 18-count classico pack, and then $28 for the carousel. That would come out to $287. Well, our price today is $149.76, and not only that, it is actually on 6 monthly easy payments with a credit card order of getting this home in about a week's time for about $25 a month, $24.96 a month. That's what makes it awesome. Do you see who's come to dinner? The fly has arrived. You know, there's always a fly, and as soon as he knows there's sweetness down here, the Keurig's on. He's here.
He's here for the special
I
drink.
feel like every time I see him, he gets bigger and bigger because he's eating.
So funny.
So great.
Love
In
it.
the meantime, we're going to go off to the phones. Give us a call. Great gift idea. Or maybe you want to go and get this for a whole family, or get this for the mom and dad and the kids, whatever it is. Now, obviously, the kids are not drinking espresso, although I have kids, but they're getting a little older now, so they are really adults.
They're becoming cultured.
And they
cultured
are
children.
loving the coffees.
And they like these things.
Dave from New Jersey. Hi, Dave. How are you?
I'm doing great, Mary Beth. How are you?
Wonderful. Please meet
Hi,
Melissa.
Day.
Hi, how are you, Melissa?
I'm doing wonderful. How about yourself?
I'm doing fantastic. I actually just made my husband an espresso with this very same machine that I purchased for him last Christmas.
Oh, wow.
How have you liked it?
Oh my gosh, it is amazing. It's easy to maintain, it's easy to clean. You pop the pot in, you froth the milk. It's fabulous. Best gift I ever bought my husband.
Really? Oh my
fantastic.
goodness. And so simple and fast. Isn't it fast, considering it's got to
Yes,
do
it
both
is.
things?
Amazing.
Yes, it is, and it saves us a lot of money on the overpriced S-brand coffee down the street from the house.
Isn't that the truth?
You know? So, and how about the fact that when QVC gives it to you, we include a lot of other goodies, you know? That's what's
Yes.
so great, so.
Yeah, it's fabulous, and if anybody's on the fence, I say jump on board. They sell the pods everywhere you can get the regular Keurig pods. It's fantastic.
Oh,
Great to hear,
excellent.
Day. I love the fact
What's
that
your
you're enjoying
husband's
it.
name?
My husband's name is Paul.
Hi, Paul. I hope he's enjoying it. What did you make him?
I actually made him a decaf because he has to wake up for work at 3 o'clock in the morning, so I just made him a decaf espresso.
How nice.
Wonderful.
Now, just a shot of espresso, or did you add some froth milk to it?
Just a shot of espresso with a
Perfect.
little lemon twist. We have the little baby demi-tasse cups, and it's fabulous.
Perfect.
You sound like a great couple together, Jay. I'm so thrilled we got a chance to talk to you. Thank you so much for taking the time to call in and tell us how it's working for you. And Merry Christmas to you and Paul.
Oh, same to you. Have a blessed Christmas, Mary Beth.
You too. Bye-bye.
You too. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
And she got this, they got it as a gift. Well, she bought it for her husband, but I'm sure she's using it too.
I bet.
And the fact is, last Christmas, here we are a year later, she said, best gift. It is really a great gift because you can buy the Rivo cups anywhere, any grocery store. Super easy. We're including 30 of the Rivo packs for you, and also the Carousel that you can put them in, and that's a $28 value unto itself. The unit itself should price at $245. We're including all of it for less than $150, or even better yet, the 6 monthly easy payments of less than $25. What are you making this time?
Well, I'm thinking what we'll do this time is, again, I have the minimum amount of froth milk, so I went ahead and I did that because I really love the whipped and the froth milk. I think it's so much fun. So I think I'm just going to go over here. You can see before I just did a little shot of espresso. So we have this wonderful little tray that we pull out so that we don't splatter, and it's perfect for the little shot glasses so we can do our little shots of espresso.
I see.
So now it's time. I'm going to do a larger cup. So I'm simply going to put that up. I'm going to place my froth milk on the drip tray. I'm going to select more of an intense roast this time.
Okay.
Here's something else we haven't talked about, Mary Beth.
Yeah.
In terms of the cleanup here with this brewer,
Yeah.
there is none because right here it actually has a bin pack in here. So what happens is when you are done brewing, you simply open up the brewer, and then the pack actually goes down into the back. It holds up to 20 Rivo packs. How fantastic is that? And then you empty it out.
Yes, there's like a little garbage can underneath here that the little Rivo packs go into, and then you can empty it out whenever it's full. The other thing too is all those other pieces are all dishwasher safe,
All
right?
dishwasher safe, which
Yeah.
is huge to me in
And
this day and age.
the
yeah.
reservoir that's in here too, just so you know,
60 ounces.
yes, 60-ounce reservoir, so you don't have to be refilling it constantly. And even the footprint of it is not oversized. It's like 11 and a half inches high by 12 and a half inches wide by 12 and a half inches deep, and that right there
Isn't that
is what
amazing?
people go to the coffee bars for and the coffee
true.
stores. etc. Just to be able to get that, and now you can do it at home yourself.
It's so much fun. It's so funny, Mary Beth. You know, we have this brewer on our countertop at home next to our 550, which we'll be talking about a little bit later. And we have a neighbor that comes over on the weekends with his cup in hand, and he wants his cappuccino and his latte, and we're happy to do it for him.
Hey, you'll get to know your neighbors better. Walk us through exactly what we get, if you will.
It's just fantastic. You're going to get this brewer, which we absolutely love. It's our top-of-the-line Rivo Gourmet brewer for cappuccinos and lattes. You'll get this wonderful Carousel, which we absolutely love. You can see right here. You're also going to get 30 of our Rivo packs, so you'll get a little variety. You'll get the Classico roast, which is a medium roast, a Delicato roast, which is another little bit of a lighter medium roast. You'll get, you can see right here, the Intenso, and then of course for your decaf lovers, we haven't forgotten about you. You'll get a larger box of the Espresso Classico for those of you that really enjoy that medium roast. So you're just ready to go right out of the box, and of course that wonderful recipe guide.
Your recipes all throughout here. Take a look. This would normally cost you $287 to get the exact same kit, same exact setup. Our price, less than $150, and even better yet, 6 monthly easy payments of $24.96. Now don't forget, not only does it do the hot, it can do a cold froth as well. So that if you want to do a cold espresso, you can do that too. Just a great idea. By the way, did you hear that we are going to bring you Elizabeth Taylor jewelry on QVC? It's true, it's beautiful. It's like the cappuccinos, the lattes, the macchiatos, things like that. Then this is the machine for them. And just so you know, the machine alone should value at $245. All right, but we're also going to include the coffees for you and the espressos for you, and we're going to include the turnstile for you, and all that not for $245 or even more and more and more. How about $149.76 or 6 monthly payments of $24.96?
Amazing.
Okay, so
Amazing.
Melissa Epps, welcome.
Welcome. Look what I have made for you. Just the touch of a button.
Look at this.
Isn't that amazing? So we are so excited to bring this to you today. Now, I can't think of any better time of year than the holidays to introduce really our top of the line. It's our gourmet beverage maker. It's everything you know about Keurig, the simplicity, the ease of use, the wonderful variety, but then we've taken it up a step. It's all about gourmet beverages, espressos, authentic espressos, cappuccinos, and lattes. So now you're able to use authentic espresso from the #1 espresso in the entire world, which is Lavazza. Wonderful, authentic Italian espressos, over a century of experience, blended with the ability to use fresh milk, so you can whip it, you can make that wonderful froth, you can steam it, you can heat it, so you can provide these wonderful, authentic coffeehouse beverages at the touch of a button.
And that's the whole thing, is that most people will go somewhere, go through a drive-through, or have to get out of the car park and come in and be able to get that drink that maybe they pay $4, $5, $6, $7